What's happening, everyone? I think this is going to be the last video that I'm going to put out before actually starting the PCT through hike. This video is just going to touch on the last couple of remaining items that I wanted to kind of get out there. When my actual start date is going to be, what my upload schedule is going to be like, and when you guys will start seeing videos start coming out. And let's see, how I'm actually going to be getting down to the trail to start, and what I'm looking at as far as sending out like the first resupply package to myself and that kind of thing. So I think I'm going to start off with permits. I've got my official PCT through hiker long distance permit. Right now I've just put some tape over the personal information, but this is what the permit itself looks like. It's a totally random luck of the draw lottery system for once you get into the website, and then you're in the queue, and then if you're lucky enough, you'll be notified when you're able to actually get into the website itself, and you can kind of see what remaining slots there were, and you can pick the best date that works for you. So even if you can get a permit, you're not necessarily guaranteed for any date that you want. You kind of get whatever's left. So I've got a date, I've got a permit. Once you have this, I'll have to just keep one with me the whole time as a printed copy, so I'm good to go there. The only other permit that I need to keep with me is through the California section. And this is the California Campfire Safety Permit thing. This one is really easy to do. All the links and how-tos for how to do all the permit processes are right from the PCTA website. And I just had to take a Q&A exam thing after watching a video about fire safety, and I'm good to go on the campfire permit. And this is another copy that I'll have to keep with me the whole time. As far as my official start date, I'm going to keep that close hold. So all I'm going to say as far as when my start date is going to be, it's going to be somewhere in the early April time frame, between April 1st and April 15th. That's when I'll be starting on trail. And then I think I'm going to give it about 2 weeks worth of filming and have some videos backlogged before they'll start being released to the public, and you guys can actually start following along. So somewhere between April 15th and April 30th is when the first batches of videos are going to start coming out. And I'm doing it that way. I think it worked mostly pretty good when I did the AT through hike. That way I want to have that consistent schedule, so every other day I can have a guaranteed time and a guaranteed video coming out so you guys can follow right along. I think I'm going to do the same video format release schedule as what I did previously with the AT, to whereas I'm going to film 2 days worth of footage, aiming for around 10 to 15 minutes per day, and then maybe a 20 to 30 minute episode encompassing those 2 days. So I think that worked out pretty well last time, and that's what I'm going to stick with. And somewhere's around a 2-week gap in between when I start and when the videos will be coming out. Hopefully I can get into enough towns and Wi-Fi sources and stuff like that where that'll keep it a pretty consistent release schedule. So as far as how I'm getting down there, right now I've got the airline travel one-way ticket booked already, heading out of the Midwest, where I'm currently residing, and heading down to Arizona. That's where my parents and some other family members live. I'm going to go hang out with them for a few days, and then my dad's going to be able to drive me from Arizona to Southern California into Campo, and he'll be able to see me off as I start the trail. So that'll be pretty cool. He'll be getting to send me off on this next through hike. And that also makes it pretty easy having family relatively that close to the area. They can just drive me in, drop me off. A lot of other people are kind of figuring out what their get down there plans are going to be, flying into San Diego and getting buses and stuff like that, looking for trail angels they can stay at the night before and that kind of thing. So that makes it a lot easier in that respect when I've got my own kind of plan situated. But yep, flying in, staying a few days with family, and then they'll be able to take me right to the trailhead. As far as planning and resupply packages for myself, by nature, having the experience in the military, I think, has made me a big planner. I'm not usually one to kind of just jump in and go. So I'm trying not to spoil myself too much by in-depthly planning every mile of the trail. I definitely want to kind of go into it with fresh eyes and just kind of let the experience happen and just hike it and see where I end up. But in some regards, I do have to do some kind of planning. So I've already looked at what the first couple of sections look like, and about the first 200 miles on trail from the terminus to the interstate crossing at I-10 is what I've kind of basically looked at already, just to kind of give me a rough idea how many days in between each of the stretches and where I can realistically get resupplies and stuff going for that. I think most of that stretch looks okay as far as just resupplying at a gas station or a little camp store or whatever, and I'm fine with that. But I think when I get into the small town of Warner Springs, I would like to ship myself a resupply package there, I think. But I think I'm going to be getting in there on a weekend day to where the post office in town is going to be closed. So that's just something I'm going to have to keep looking at over the next couple of days and just kind of maybe reshuffle how exactly I'm going to go about doing that resupply. But so far, I think I'm just going to mainly get food and stuff as I go in the little towns. And for at least that first 200-mile stretch, I'll probably just send myself one resupply package is what I'm looking at so far. And I think that pretty much covers all the quick and dirty little items I just wanted to kind of touch up on. If you guys have any final questions for me, go ahead and let me know in the comments below for this video. But I think this is going to be the last one you hear of me for the next, let's see, it would be 5 or 6 weeks or so. Probably towards the mid to end of April time frame before the first official videos start coming out. So that's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. I'm not usually a super giddy, emotional, outgoing type of person, but I'm definitely ready for this trail. It's been tough just kind of sitting around all winter and not out there hiking, so this is going to be awesome to embark on another grand adventure like this. So thanks for checking out this one, and we'll see you guys when I'm starting the trail in just a few weeks.